to push. So we'll see if that happens, or maybe the teams will kind of slay each other too hard and not have enough up to push. We'll see what goes.
Yeah, I feel like that the getting past that certain point, it's pretty much once you get past this little wall that's just getting
with like the paper towels.
Yeah, it's because you're actually getting it like between their spawn and the capture point, so like you get there faster than they do from spawn.
Yep. All right, let's see what we got going on here. We have, all right, so pretty standard comps from both sides. We have the Splatling on the side of FaZe Clam, which is actually not being played by Frank, surprisingly, playing that pro. I think Frank learned that on LAN he really likes pro more than he likes Slashing Machine.
Yeah.
Just based on like what we talked about after, I played with him on some heroes. But right now we have actually FaZe Clam up on numbers at the beginning of this match. So like we talked about
the pick, that's a 4v2.
2 down. Gotta be careful not to get killed by these bubbles. And unfortunately, I believe that's Walkie right there with the tri-slash does get a pick, but more members down. I don't see this being the biggest push ever. Depends on what Co-Pilot's able to do to protect his Rainmaker. No, not gonna be able to get a big push right now, but there's a lot of momentum. Oh, they should have waited for those bubbles, unfortunately, I think, to get him around the corner, because I think there's still someone camping there. But FaZe Cam's going to continue to move forward. It's a 3v3 situation, so momentum's not stopped yet. There is a one special on the side of New York/Hope, so as long as they're careful for that, they should be able to keep some pressure going on right now. But it looks like the push, for at least for the meantime, is stopped.
Yeah, Co-Pilot's doing a really good job of playing anchor right here.
That thermal.
Oh, nice. That was perfect for them. If they get killed 3, now all they need to do is kill this Inzap and start moving.
Yep, just don't get killed by a crazy sharker. Look at that. See how he checks his back just in case?
Yeah.
The sign of a good player, just to make sure that you're not giving yourself open to something bad. A Co-Pilot is going to be a flanking Splatling right now. He gets the kill.
Gosh. If they get the Rainmaker up there, no.
Oh, no, wait, no, that was Fuzzy. That's Fuzzy on Tri-Slash right there. Interesting. As Dreas is going to be able to clean this up. And this is going to be the first time that New York/Hope has been had the numbers. So let's see how their push compares to what we saw out of FaZe Clam.
Yeah, this is actually looking really good for them. They have a lot of paint on the map, and it looks like FaZe doesn't really have anybody in position. But Charles is in a good spot, and it gets picked off.
Dreas gets taken out. Fuzzy gets taken out. These two get taken out by, oh my gosh! I wonder if he had thermal going on right now. That might have been a big factor.
They stacked on each other, so it might have just been him seeing them from that angle.
Co-Pilot going to get that kill as well. Co-Pilot's playing so well.
Yeah, Co-Pilot's really being the anchor for the team right now, both like just in the playstyle and then just like
Dreas gets the flank off. Dreas thinks he's Taylor for a second.
Dreas doing the best impression of his teammate.
Yeah, and this is going to be basically a full wipe if this happens, which it does. Members are respawning now, so I don't think this is going to be an easy push, but at least they're going to be able to start pushing Rainmaker forward. And they're not down by much despite the pressure at the beginning of the game. So a modest Rainmaker push will put them in the lead and then require FaZe Clam to actually do more, to do it again, basically.
I mean, I think the biggest thing they're doing here is they're playing this a little slower than I would have thought, but it is giving them the ability to get up into this top area, and right here they get the lead, and this is pretty much the point where if they play it smart, it's going to be hard to stop the knockout.
These crazy Stingrays. The Rainmaker does get taken out. Looks like, yes, Fuzzy's going to be taken out as well. Dreas being forced to fall back. That is a 28-point push, so that actually is a very high-scoring push that we saw right there. The Rainmaker does get picked up. Dreas might get taken out here. He does not.
Just barely stays alive.
Not actually
still haven't gotten him and get him out of there, and they still can't get out of their base.
Yeah, this is what happens when a Splattershot pro main plays something like Penatech. He's going to stay alive a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, Dreas just staying up in this one spot, like, just trying to cause chaos at this point. I don't think he even cares if they push anymore.
Yeah, because now there's a minute 30 left, so this is going to be, this is basically getting close to do or die time for FaZe Clam right now. Dreas does use a splash down. He does get taken out by Frank in that splatter shot nearby. Nice team shot right there. And some members of New York/Hope are going down. Savage last person up, and she does get taken out. So this is going to be map control, not a push.
Oh, it does get the trade, and that's going to get them into the middle of the map, I think. They aren't quick enough about it, and the Tri-Slash is now in position to keep causing chaos. He does get the trade, though, and now they can finally get it out of their base, I think.
Yeah, Dreas here just going to go ahead and paint up, just make sure that they stay in control. And that should have been map control.
Sneaky play from Walkie right here.
Oh, here he comes. He's behind Tree Man. He gets Co-Pilot instead. Frank gets jumped too. Frank gets taken out. 3v2 situation. Rainmaker. Oh, bomb goes off next to the Rainmaker, and that's going to stop FaZe Clam in the tracks.
Yeah, they are still on the offensive here, but they aren't able to push off that.
Yeah, and it looks like they're going to take the Rainmaker over to this upper area once again. It seems to be the preferred safe method of pushing, which is kind of ironic because that's not what we thought when this map first came out, but we saw just that last push they had how effective it could be.
Yeah, it's really about whether they're in there already or not. If they're not on that left when you're starting to push it, you can take that, and it's really, really safe. But if they're already there, you just get, like, insta-killed.
Yeah, and unfortunately, Frank gets taken out by that teammate right there. The Rainmaker does start to push, and, you know, if they can defend this, this is nice, but they're not going to be able to pick up the Rainmaker and push. They got 5 seconds left. They need to pick up the Rainmaker, like, right now. They're trying. A fight gets denied. So this is it. This is overtime, and no, Rainmaker does get taken out.
That is, like you said, they are showing some life, though, early on. So let's see if they can keep that up and maybe actually take this game, too.
Yeah, and like yeah, exactly right. Like they're gonna come out the gate just swinging for the fences, and they're gonna do well at first. It's just they need to be able to keep that momentum going.
All right, so it looks like Hissel's gonna get switched up for Iron because he has to play.
Okay, cool. So good luck to me, I guess.
Yeah, good luck. Don't lose. Don't get mad. All right, cool. So we got the one, the only EGTV Eirik. He's pretending to be Hitzel, though.
I'm Hitzel89, guys. How are we doing? How are we doing, DJ?
I'm doing all right. How are you?
Cool. I'm chilling. Forgot to drink my caffeine.
You're caffeine-less right now?
Yeah, somehow.
How late were you up? Late.
Yeah.
Or still up?
Yeah. Not quite. I got some.
You got some sleep.
Yeah, I got some slick beauty rest.
How hard did they have to hit you to wake you up?
I don't think they did.
Oh.
I told them to dump water on me if needed, but
Oh, okay.
yeah.
That's
Fortunately not needed for your boy. This is a really nice screen.
Yeah.
I like it a lot. It's
Yeah.
like glossy.
I'm not a fan of gloss, really. I usually prefer the matte look.
That's a vibe.
But
Okay.
this monitor looks good.
Sure. Yeah. I can understand that argument that gloss is not, because like if I put my finger on this.
Yeah. Well, it's also the fact that with the lights on, you can kind of see reflections.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the thing that gets me.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're on to game 2. Splats on Port Mackerel.
Woo! Fun one.
Yeah,
of course.
I definitely see this. Both teams can probably hold a zone if they get it. So
yeah.
I think if a full control happens, this is pretty much going to be.
Oh, I just realized the teams that are playing. Yeah, of course. Yeah. This is sick.
Yeah, these are definitely some of the favorites to win. It's going to be pretty good.
Yeah, I pegged basically FaZe as like the 3 seed going into this one.
Yep.
They did they did get reverse sweep earlier before, right?
No, they did the reverse sweeping.
Oh, word. Okay, interesting. Yeah, no, so they've been playing like pretty well, although they kind of faltered, or they seem like they might have faltered for a second. But yeah, they've been doing super well. Game 1, maybe not going their way, but I'm sure something on Port Mackerel can change things up. Let's get a look here as we get a nice overhead view of kind of Miss Potato and Treya's kind of advancing towards that, towards zone right now. Nothing too much happening, of course.
Yeah, that Splatling, though, is going to have a really fun time on this map, and if they do get control, it's going to be a good lockout.
Oh, 2 located, but Frank is going to be caught out by the Inkjet here on the left side. It's going to be Fuzzy still. Okay.
Treya's going huge right there and gets two down, and now it's just Co-Pilot trying to stop the zone.
Yeah, he's going to have a hard time here. Although,
how
did that even go? Yeah, Treeman, okay, it was both Co-Pilot and Treeman, granted.
Yeah.
So it was a little bit easier to do, but good job on them to be actually able to come out so quickly on top of the fight, especially after losing control of the zone so quickly.
Oh, man, Treeman's still in on it, and they have, like, a full lockout ready if the rest of the team is able to get in control.
Yeah, if he can have such an instrumental role right now in deciding whether they actually just straight roll through with this.
Yeah,
He's actually going to push back a little bit, or drop back a little bit. Honestly,
it makes sense
it's
for
safe.
The specials.
Yeah.
Like, they saw them popping the specials. They know they got to back up a little.
That's fair. No, that's definitely a smart play. So yeah, we'll be able to see like whether they can actually like still survive this oncoming push, because still specials coming in. Unfortunately, they are going to lose control of zone 2, go down, and Walkie is going to help his team control the zone once again.
Yeah. So now they just need to play it safe right now. They only lost 2. That doesn't give them full control, and now they just need to get their specials and push right back in on them.
But they have 2 players just shrugging kind of in the middle towards here, and that's going to be 1 quickly down.
Yeah.
Treeman going down.
They're getting picked off as they come up.
Charles is going to be spotted up by Walkie, and a couple of... Oh, wait. Oh. Who got 2 just there? Wait, what just happened?
Out of nowhere, the Splat Bomb kills 2.
All right, we take that. Charles is going to go down off to the right side, but he takes down 2 in the process. More than fine for him, but are they going to be able to get back
Only 5
in
seconds.
time. I don't think they are going to. Walkie coming up with the double right there, and that's going to be enough for them to get the lead, maybe the game.
Yeah, they have really one chance right now, and they pretty much have to hold forward to get this.
Oh, Frank getting absolutely bodied, dude. Yeah, taking an inkjet to the face. I think that's going to be it.
Yeah, they can't get there in time at this point.
All right, 2-0. That's fine. So be it. We've seen reverse sweeps before, particularly by this team as well. We'll have to see it happen again.
Anybody can do it. It's these guys. Right
Apparently. So we get to see them kind of, just chilling right now. Be curious to see kind of the stats of this one. Fuzzy doing really a good job on the inkjet time and time again. Every time he used it, I saw him get a double at least. So
I'm surprised he's been playing in pairs again. But inkjet's always been good on this map, even when people weren't really like favoring it.
Right, and Lord knows he's been all about inkjet regardless of the.
I'm pretty sure it's his favorite part of this game. So.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely not Clam Blitz for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's definitely not a fan of. He's not a fan of it. Let the record stand that I am a fan of Clam Blitz.
I mean, I am too.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting to be.
Yeah.
Honestly, I thought it was going to be pretty bad based on what we.
No, honestly, like you hear about like football, like kind of like Nintendo executing on a football kind of level in their like first shooter original IP series. Like, there's so many there's so many firsts in the sentence that I was attempting to say that like it was going to be a bad idea, but apparently it wasn't.
Well, and you also got to like. I mean, this is like the most original game type I can think of. Like,
right.
There's nothing like this in any other game that I can think of.
Really, you wouldn't compare it to like I don't know, like I guess it isn't really quite uplink or something.
I mean, like the closest thing I can think of is like like an assault kind of thing where like plant the bomb kind of thing. It's close to that, but it's
no, but even then
you
it's
don't
just,
you don't pick up clams randomly on the map.
Yeah,
kinds of things,
no,
so.
there's and that the clams like the part of clams in and of itself kinds of like completely tips like every sense because like I think a lot of focus of competitive play right now is it's really just like individual play. Like if each of your team members are like stellar players in and of their own right, your team is just gonna do well. But like there's such a shift in focus to like a macro level like awareness on the map that has never really kind of been employed except maybe like in some parts on Rainmaker, but like not so much. I would say.
Yeah, like with Rainmaker, it's really just about you got to make sure they don't sneak around you with the Rainmaker. If you're always in position. Was it us?
Yeah, that was us. That was
bad.
Word. Yeah, no, that was DJ's bad.
So not my bad.
All right, everyone's favorite map, and by everyone's I mean mine. I mean, is it yours? Probably not.
Nah.
Yeah.
Nah.
Let's keep it at that. Okay.
It was close in Splat 1.
Word.
I think there's too many good maps in this game.
Right. No, that's a sound argument, and there's definitely not as many as there were in Splatoon 1. Yet, TM. Treeman pushing on up. Somehow avoids a Splat Bomb. Still staying alive.
They're really spread out from FaZe Clan right here, and now they're getting like shoved into the middle of their base.
Yeah. No, they started off the beginning, as you said, kind of spread out, but I think they're kind of now tending towards that middle side. And now FaZe is actually splitting up at this time, which is kind of interesting how that works. But yeah, you see them kind of divided up. Frank kind of
now somebody dies. Holy
Frank
crap.
and Charles kind of 2v4 in the middle, while the rest of their team are kind of already went towards
weirdest positioning for a Stinger I've ever seen.
Shout out to Savage.
Sort of worked out though.
I guess.
Got a kill with it, or well, off the back of it. Anyway.
Yeah.
The damage from it helped.
Yeah, no, I'm curious to see kind of exactly like where they're kind of going to tend to right now because they're going to throw two in the form of Treeman and Frank right now towards directly to the tower, but this is tough.
Down to 30 already to checkpoint 2, and they're not in position to stop it at all.
Yeah, they haven't had really a good answer to this. Just kind of, and I've seen it just in their like individuals, just like I've seen Frank kind of just jump out to like answer the call of like 1v3 in the team, and it's been like, yeah, sure, there's a sense of urgency, I get that, but like you guys were at 60, you could have waited to like the 50-point mark for the rest of your team, and now it's like 25.
Yeah. They do get them out of their base. They don't get through that second checkpoint, so there is like, there's a chance for making the real push here. I don't think, like this match isn't a winnable score at any point, I don't think, just because the way the Black Belly plays out, so.
This 1v1's really interesting, actually. They're kind of playing neutral. Charles is going to advance, but having the splash shot at the ready, and
it gets away, doesn't die.
I guess Dreas didn't have enough of the second burst bomb, but still comes out on top with it.
The falling shots around the corner, like barely even seeing.
Yo, Dreas is actually on fire.
Yeah,
Let's go.
He's playing really well today.
Is that a triple, Frank?
Oh my gosh!
All
right. That the delayed quad?
It might have been. Actually, wait. Well, I think Dreas was in that corner for a while with. Actually, no, that was Savage. Yeah, I think that was a delayed quad.
He killed 3.
Yeah.
For sure.
But yeah, I like. Okay, they're kind of playing patient instead of like rushing in, except Frank is still going to do his thing. But yeah, he still comes out on top because of the 2v1.
Yeah, Trey's still going really ham, but they're not able to continue that push, and now they're going to get pushed out here.
Frank doing a nice job to cover what he can is start this kind of push, get control of each first in front of their team. Obviously, the first thing we want to be doing to start that push. And unfortunately, beyond just doing just covering map, they're going to have to start winning more 1v1s. We haven't really seen that too much just yet. Frank may be able to help start 2v1s with the use of the special right now, but yeah, I haven't really seen them kind of in any offensive stance just yet. Frank able to get a kill there? Not bad.
I mean, I think the biggest problem they're having right now is it doesn't really seem like they have an idea of what they're trying to do at any given moment. Like,
yeah.
You just saw Frank like push up, and then he backed up to Stingray, and then he pushed up again. And like he didn't have teammates with him most of that time, so I'm not really sure what they're
visually
going for.
Very apparent that they're like, yeah, what should we do, guys? and like nobody, everyone's saying the same question at the same time.
I say we just kill them, you know?
Well, that's not exactly working out. Mr. Potatoes, I think, got them covered on that one. Is that a
quad?
No.
Here?
No, okay. Just the dubs, the
Frank
hot
does
dubs.
shut that down.
He gets the dubs, and they're going to get the W.
Yep.
Sick. Well, NY's last hope, 3-0ing that. Honestly, I did not see that one happening on the 3-0.
I mean,
it's plausible.
I think I would have predicted FaZe Clan get that game 1. If they were going to take a game, I think game 1 was the one to take.
Yeah.
They almost did until that last minute, but
right.
Yeah, this is not like the end result was pretty much what I expected.
Word. Yeah, man. That
14 kills from Mr. Potato there, aka Fuzzy.
I'm still like I don't know. I'm still pretty hopeful for this side, FaZe Clam, because I think we're still kind of playing around with like what actually might be the bracket format because we have time.
Wow. Oh, you mean for the top bracket?
Yeah, because we're very close. Like, what? We're hitting the last round almost, and
yeah, we are in the last part of round 3. We have one more round, and then top 4.
Yeah.
So
yeah, and that's like so. I think we were tossing around the idea of like doing double or like amateur before. I don't know.
I think we just have to figure out how much time we have at the end of it.
Yeah. Because well, I mean, like the plan was like to go to 10 p.m. or something. I know y'all were trying to wild out on everyone's time here. Which I'm down for. I'm game for it.
Hey, man.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really as long as we get good games, I don't care what we do.
Yeah. No, for sure. And we've been getting them. I'm actually a huge fan of the Swiss format. I'm actually a huge fan of it because like we're actually getting the matches that should be closer to happening.
Yeah,
like
it's definitely very interesting. It like creates better like early matches in the tournament.
Yeah.
You usually don't see the good matches until the top bracket, but now we're seeing like good matches.
Yeah. No, and yeah, no, I think this is like an ideal setup for locals. Like especially like I think Long Island kind of gets the cusp of it where like it almost like if we're like scaling to like 70, 80 people at a local or something at some point, like it might be time to say okay, maybe.
I mean, the thing about Swiss though is it's
actually
no,
it's pretty adaptable. It adapts.
All you do is just do like one extra round, or if you have like a really huge number of people, you just split it into 2 groups or something. So. Yeah, I definitely like, the biggest flaw is obviously odd number of people means the lowest team at any given point is not playing.
Yeah, that's the not cool part about it is that like.
So really, you got to have an even amount of teams.
Yeah, just make sure you do that and you're good.
Yeah.
Just kick people out of playing. You'll be fine. That's what you want to do as a LAN organizer.
Not allowed to come play.
You'll be your LAN's local LAN's hero if you just start kicking out all the scrub tier players. That's for sure. That's a hot tip. What's the next match? You know.
I don't know yet.